Hello and welcome. My name is Tiffany Grove with My Wellness Grove. Let's find a nice, comfortable, seated position for our guided meditation today. Wherever you are, take a nice, deep breath in through the nose. Start to feel those shoulder blades slide down the back. And then just start to notice. Notice where you are today, noticing where you are on your journey, and then just breathing into that for a moment. Take a nice deep breath in through the nose, and then just exhale, begin to release, let it go. Deepening the breath throughout your practice here. Breathing into this space. So just notice where your mind starts to go today. Maybe it goes to a to-do list. Maybe it goes to a conversation you had. Or maybe it just goes to a pattern or a habit that you have stored in your body and mind. Wherever your mind starts to go, we're going to bring it back to the breath, using that as an anchor throughout our meditation today. Taking a nice deep breath in through the nose. Exhale, release, let it go. So again, just staying with the breath, using that to always come back to. And then noticing where the mind starts to go. Again, without judgment, just noticing. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, release. We're going to take 10 deep belly breaths here. Focus on the breath. Use that as an anchor. Notice the mind without judgment. And just be in the present moment. Be with the breath. Taking a nice deep breath in through the nose. Exhale, begin to release, let it go. Again, breathing into this space. Releasing into this space. And then just noticing. Noticing if you have something stuck in the mind. Maybe it's a reoccurring thought or pattern. So again, taking a nice deep breath in through the nose. And then just exhale, begin to release, let it all go. Breathing here into this space. And then just noticing, releasing, and letting go. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, release. So over the next few breaths, you can either take nice deep breaths in through the chest all the way to the belly, or you can do a 4-7-8 breath technique. So we're going to take a nice deep breath in for 1, 2, 3, 4. You're going to hold for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then you're going to exhale for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we're gonna again take a nice deep breath in, or we're gonna do the 4, 7, 8 count. So wherever you wanna be, we're gonna take a nice deep breath in for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then exhale for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Again, wherever you want to go, we're going to do 5 deep breaths. So if you're doing the 4, 7, 8, take a deep breath in for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let it go. Breathe here. So again, wherever you are, breathe into this space. You have 2 more times on your own. So take a nice deep breath in for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And you're going to exhale for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Again, wherever you are, breathe here into this space. Use the breath to anchor you. Release the mind. And just settle into the breath for a moment. So you can always use this breath technique anytime you want to. You can always count with the breath technique too. Whatever works for you here. Deepen the breath. Release and let it go. So if you want to, you can keep those eyes open, or you can bat them halfway closed or shut, whatever works for you here. And then just start to notice. Notice your body. And without judgment, you're just noticing if you hold on to any tension, any tightness. Scan the body. Notice with the breath. And we're just going to take the next few breaths to become aware. Aware of how our bodies are. Aware of what we hold in our bodies. And then notice how we store emotions. How we store past events in our bodies sometimes. So take a nice deep breath in. Again, you can close the eyes if you want to, noticing the body without judgment, staying with the breath. Take a nice deep breath in. Scan the body. Notice the body. And then just exhale, release, let it go. So notice, are you holding on to any tension, any tightness in the forehead, maybe where the third eye is? If you are, that's okay. We're just going to take a nice deep breath in. Send it to those tighter tension spots. Breathing here. Releasing here and letting it go. And then notice if you're holding on to any tension, any tightness in the face. Maybe it's around the side of the jaws, maybe it's the jaw or the mouth. Wherever it may be, we're just going to soften those areas. We're going to take a nice deep breath in through the nose. And then just start to release, to let go. Let the breath move through the body. Take a nice deep breath here. Notice if you're holding on to any tension, any tightness in the throat. Sometimes our throat chakra gets blocked. So noticing if that begins to happen, maybe swallow here, opening and releasing the throat. And we're just going to breathe into this space. Noticing if you're blocked here. Maybe you feel like your opinion hasn't been heard or like you can't voice it. So noticing if you're holding on in that spot. And if you are, that's okay. We're going to take a nice deep breath there. Start to release it. Let it go. And then begin to notice the collarbone, notice the shoulders. A lot of the times we're scrunched up here, we're on our phones, we're on our computers. And so we have a lot of tension here. Think about releasing those shoulder blades up, back, and around. Breathe here. Release here and let it go. So sometimes we hold a lot of tension, a lot of tightness in there. Feeling like we're carrying around a backpack. Maybe carrying around the weight of the world. I'll let you know a little secret. It is okay to put that down for a moment. So just take a nice deep breath in. Maybe release it, let it go. Put it to the side. I promise it'll be there when you return. So again, taking a nice deep breath in. Opening up the chest. Opening up the heart. So a lot of the times, again, our shoulders roll up, back, and around, but that can be because of tension and tightness. It also could be to protect our heart. So for whatever reason, just think about releasing it, letting it go. Feel the shoulder blades slide down the back. And then open the heart. Release any tension, any tightness. If you want, you can bring the right hand to the heart here. Just feeling your heartbeat. Maybe just smiling, a little bit of gratitude. Just feeling how you're alive here. And then you can begin to release that hand if you want to, or keep it where it is. Opening the heart, opening the chest. Notice if you're holding on to any tension, any tightness in the upper back. We're going to breathe here into this space. Open this space. And release and let it go. Take a nice deep breath in through the nose. And as you exhale, just soften those areas of the body. Create space in the mind and the body. And use the breath as the anchor to move through. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, let it go. Now notice if you're holding on to any tension, any tightness in the belly. Sometimes we hold on to things here. Sometimes they manifest themselves as gut problems or eating problems. Just noticing. Noticing what starts to happen here. Noticing if you hold on to any tension, any tightness. We're going to take the left hand to the belly here if you want to. Notice as the breath moves through the body and expands the belly. Notice here. A lot of the times we hold on to issues in the belly. They could be abandonment issues. They could also be family related. So noticing if that starts to pop up, recognizing it, and without judgment, sitting here with it and letting the breath move through the body. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, soften, release, let it go. And then notice your lower back. Are you holding on to any tension, any tightness here in the lower back? Again, noticing, releasing and letting go with each breath. Breathe here. Release here and let it go. And then notice if you're holding on to any tension, any tightness in the hips. Breathing here into this space. Using the breath to move through. So we hold on to a lot in our hips. We kind of mentioned a little bit of family relationships or relationships in the belly, but we also hold those in the hips as well. So noticing if the lower back hurts, if it's coming from the hips, and then just breathing here, releasing here and letting it go. We'll move the breath through the body. Breathe here in this space. And then notice if you hold on to anything in the legs. Maybe it's in the thighs. Noticing, releasing and letting go. Send the breath throughout the whole entire body. Take a nice deep breath in. And then just exhale, begin to release, let it go. Notice if you're holding on to anything in the knees. Breathing here into this space. Releasing here and letting that space go. So notice the shins, notice the calves here. Moving down the body, releasing them, letting them go. And then notice if you're holding on to any tension, any tightness in the ankles. Breathe here. Release this space. And then notice your feet. A lot of the times we don't focus on the feet much, but this is what keeps us grounded. This is what keeps us firm stability. So notice if you hold on to any tension, any tightness in the feet. Breathing here. Releasing here. And letting it go. Open up. If you want, you can close the eyes, take the right hand to the heart, left hand to the belly. Feel those shoulder blades slide. Exhale, release. And then you're just going to send the breath throughout the body. Notice if you're holding on to any tension again. Use the breath to move through. Take a nice deep breath in through the nose. Exhale, release. If you want, you can keep the hands where they are or drop them off by the side. Feel those shoulder blades slide down the back. And then just breathe here. So if you want, you can come back to that 4-7-8 breath technique, or we're just going to take a nice deep breath in through the nose and exhale, release out the mouth. So if you want to take the 4-7-8, you're going to take a nice deep breath in through the nose for 1, 2, 3, 4. You're going to hold for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then you're going to exhale for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So again, 2 more times wherever you are. So if you're just taking a nice deep breath in through the nose and exhale, release. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and exhale for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Again, inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So just returning back to your normal breath here. Noticing the mind. Again, noticing if it's clear or noticing if it runs to a pattern, a habit, or a story. And without judgment, we're just going to take a deep breath in. Focus on the breath. Clear the mind. Use the breath as your anchor. And then start to focus on the body. Scan the body. Notice if you're holding on to any tension, any tightness. And then just exhale, release, let it go. So again, just scan the body from the top of the head down to the toes. Notice. Send the breath to those tighter tension spots. You can close the eyes if you want and picture the breath moving there. Maybe as a big white cloud or a colorful cloud, whatever feels good in your mind. Feeling it move through the body, move through the space, and then just let it go. We're going to take that left hand back to the heart, right hand back to the belly if you'd like to. Notice the breath. Notice the heart as it rises, the ribs as they rise, and the chest as they rise. And then notice the mind. Notice if it starts to go somewhere. And without judgment, we're just noticing. Use the breath to come back to that silence, come back to that breath, to that peace, happiness, and joy that's inside of all of us. We're going to take one more deep breath here. Feel the fullest expression of this posture. Use the breath throughout the whole entire body. We can bring those hands down by the side. knowing that the breath is here for us anytime we need it to be. Knowing that we can sit down at any moment, at any time, and tune into the breath, tune into our body, and release and let go whatever is happening. We're just going to begin to bring the hands to heart center. Again, my name is Tiffany Grove with My Wellness Grove. I'd like to thank you for being here today. The divine in me sees the divine in you. Namaste.